New Country, US 105, creeping up on 5 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon, halfway through the work week. Just a couple days left till we hit Bloomin Fest 2015, presented by HEB. And very happy to have on the phone this afternoon Austin Davis, banjo player for Josh Abbott Band, our headliner Friday night, night one of Bloomin Fest. And Austin, I certainly appreciate you finding some time for us this afternoon.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Now, of course, the headlining show Friday night, it may not always have been like that, but it's been, only 8 years. It feels like a lot longer than that. Maybe I'm just getting old and the years begin to speed up on me, but it doesn't seem like that long ago that we first heard from Josh Abbott Band, and, now it's almost a decade later, and Josh Abbott Band headliners now, started out at Texas Tech. And Austin, have you been with Josh the whole time, or where along the line did you come in?
That's right. Josh was actually my study hall advisor in the fraternity we were in at Tech, and he asked if somebody would bring, an instrument, so I brought the banjo, and once I turned 21, he had me, he called me up, and we went to the Blue Light in Lubbock, and just started from there. That was at the open mic, and that's really where it all started. That
is awesome. And banjo is big now, not just in country music, but on the top 40 scene, and even in rock now. You'll hear banjo from time to time, but it wasn't always like that. At what point in time did you pick up the banjo, or was it something that maybe you were born into a banjo playing family?
No, not at all. I used to listen to a lot of jam band music, a lot of Dave Matthews, and so what was it? Bela Fleck, who's probably easily my favorite banjo player. He was on a record of his, and I just thought it was really interesting. And
now, was that really "Don't Drink the Water" that he did the banjo?
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, I'm a huge Dave Matthews fan, so very nice. So that's, of course, turned into what it is now. You guys have the new EP Tuesday night. I have to go back a little bit before that, and I got a question for you, Austin. We're talking to Austin Davis, banjo player for Josh Abbott Band, headlining just a couple nights from now, Friday night at Bloomin Fest 2015. You had a chance back in, I think it was 2011, 2012, somewhere in there, to work with Casey Musgraves and to work with Pat Green on separate tracks. And I've got to ask, you look at the two, and personally, on a personal level for you, musical level for you, who was, I don't want to say more fun, because it's not a slam on anybody else, but who really stood out to you out of the two of those as more fun to work with?
Well, they're two huge names, but they were definitely, two really amazing experiences, but just in different lights. Because Pat Green, when we heard that news, we were just, everybody just couldn't talk.
Oh, yeah.
We're like, really? He's going to, he's a legend. He's the guy that, has paved the road for red dirt and Texas country, what have you. He's done it all. And then Casey, when she came in, she used to work at the office for management. So we really weren't, intimidated by her coming in. We just knew she had a great voice, really cool to hang out with. So it's kind of a different thing. We got to work with a legend and then work with, a rising star, I guess.
I think it's diplomatic of you to say that. Pat Green, yes, he's a legend, but Casey, come on, look at her. Come on, Casey. Spending time in the studio. Yeah. I would have messed up a few times intentionally to extended the session, but of course, there's not much
right.
of a need for trombone players, and that's the only instrument that I ever learned how to play. So,
no kidding.
Austin Davis, part of Josh Abbott Band, Friday night, Bloomin Fest 2015 in downtown Temple. Really looking forward to it. Check out the new EP Tuesday night. Anything new on stage that you guys have been working in, as far as maybe something that even a diehard Josh Abbott Band fan might not have heard yet?
Well, we try to put in some songs that we haven't released yet every once in a while. We try to work on different aspects of the show, because it's, when you haven't released a record like we have in a few years, it's a little bit harder to make the show. You don't want to play the same show every time somebody sees you. So we throw in a little some Celtic stuff and different covers every once in a while. So yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And any plans to get back into the studio? I know it's probably a busy time of the year with festivals and everything else.
We're still kind of talking about that. We've been doing some recording, and I think we're just really trying to take it. I know Josh has been working harder than ever, so he just has tons of material that we have to pick and choose and record and see if it works for what kind of. We really usually just go behind what his vision is as far as what the mood for the record is going to be, and then we just go from there.
It's certainly more of a process when you write your own material, and it's not like shopping at Sam's Club
right.
when you're buying materials. So that's certainly something to look into it. We really look forward to it Friday night. Cannot wait. Just a couple days from now. Austin Davis, banjo player with Josh Abbott Band. Look forward to seeing you out there on Friday night. Appreciate your time.
Thanks very much.
And we're back right after this, headed towards 5 o'clock in the end of your Wednesday workday on New Country, US 105.